4 unseres Whispers of a Machine Playthroughs. Wir stehen jetzt hier am Junk Heap, am Mistplatz mehr oder weniger, und versuchen diese elektrische Tür zu überwinden, die ich euch jetzt nochmal kurz zeige, falls ihr es vom letzten Mal vergessen habt. Hier, da müssen wir durch. Da gibt es unterschiedliche Stromstärken, die zu beachten sind. Die haben wir uns hier aufgeschrieben.
Door, 215 volts to 240 volts. Electrified gate, 230 volts to 240 volts.
Okay, so viel dazu. Da müssen wir irgendwas damit anfangen, diese Spannung zu überladen, vermute ich mal. Ich glaube, wir haben hier nicht so wahnsinnig viel zu tun. Wir haben einen Schlüssel von Leonard noch immer. Das ist noch interessant. Eine Murder Weapon haben wir mittlerweile gefunden und ein Skalpell. Aber wir müssen schauen, wohin es gehen kann. Die Kids wissen vielleicht was. Reden wir nochmal mit denen.
Nah, I'll leave them alone. I got what I wanted.
Okay, so viel dazu.
Allie? Feeling rested yet? Not really.
Schauen wir uns das mal an. Vielleicht was der Robot Shop geil, also wobei der macht ja nur Puppen. Mal schauen.
Hi again.
Hey there. What can I do you for?
Hey, do you know your way around electronics?
No way! He just happened to accidentally construct a store filled with robots. Let me guess, you flunked Deduction 101?
Don't mind him. Yes, I do know a thing or two about that.
Well, great. I need you to come with me to disconnect the power to a thing. A trap.
Oh, I'd love to help, but I can't leave the store like this. Got an important customer today. Why don't you check with Lisa over by the museum? She can probably help you out.
The woman who was fixing that broken power pole?
Yeah, that's her.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.
Did you know Leonard Dahl?
A little. He came by every now and then, buying things for the recycling center. We've been talking about automating some of the work there.
Yeah? Anything out of the ordinary about him?
I wouldn't say so. He was a quiet, nice guy. A real shame what happened to him.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Okay, wir schauen uns mal an, was Lisa zu dieser ganzen Sache sagt. Wir brauchen Hilfe.
Hey, there's an electrified fence in the junk heap. I'd like to disconnect it.
Oh, you should be able to do that from the power station just outside the entrance. Here, you can borrow this key to open the door.
Great, thanks.
Das wäre ein bisschen zu einfach. Also da kommt noch was, da kommt sicher noch was. North Town. Nein, der Mall wollten wir nicht, Entschuldigung, mein Fehler. Und wir wollen zum Junk Heap, der ist da drüben. Ja. Und hier bei dieser Tür, da sollten wir jetzt mit dem Schlüssel reinkommen. Mal schauen, was das bedeutet. Okay, die Power Console. Okay, wir haben... Was? Wir brauchen unter 200 oder so. Wir haben hier... Was bedeutet...
They're live. I should turn off the power first. Ah, good. It still displays the expected voltage. When I have the voltage I want, I should be able to simply turn the main breaker back on, and that voltage will be fed to the grid.
Okay, müssen wir jetzt unter 215 kommen oder über 250?
Pneumatic door,
240.
215 volts to 240 volts. Electrified gate, 230 volts to 240 volts.
Ich schätze mal, probieren wir es mal zu wenig. 215. Wenn ich jetzt wüsste, was das bedeutet. Wir haben hier 140, 150. Was bedeutet das? So. Wenn man 40 minus 10 und 40 minus 5. Jetzt haben wir 245. Und so ist 210. Okay, das, wenn man die zwei Sachen verbindet, ergibt das eine Gesamtzahl und die Gesamtzahl aus allem ermöglicht eben diesen schönen kleinen Split. 225 minus 35. Wir brauchen einfach mal die höchsten, hätte ich jetzt gesagt. Wir sind aber, ja, wir haben eigentlich die höchsten Minuszahlen bereits. Ja, wir müssen drüber, glaube ich. Wir stehen jetzt bei 240, wir müssen über 250. Können wir das machen? Wir machen das so. Jetzt sind wir drüber. Also wir kommen locker drüber. Wenn das nicht gereicht hat, müssen wir nochmal kommen. Entweder brennt das jetzt alles oder es ist immer noch zu stark ein. Ich wollte es überspannen, das war mal der Gedanke dabei.
It doesn't work. Shit, I must have set the voltage too high.
Oh, okay, nochmal.
Pneumatic door, 215 volts to 240 volts. Electrified gate, 230 volts to 240
Okay, wir brauchen
volts.
irgendwas zwischen 215 und 230, so wie ich das sehe. Habe ich jetzt verstanden. Okay, wie kommt man zwischen 215 und 230? Das heißt, wir müssen auf jeden Fall...
They're
mal
live. I
ja, das ist sinnvoll. Wir sind auf 260. Wir müssen auf 225 zumindest. Da werden wir das hier runtersetzen. Das hat jetzt nicht wahnsinnig viel gebracht. 215. Jetzt sind wir zu niedrig. Wie können wir das angehen? Wir haben insgesamt 140, 190, 225, 350, 440 Volt. Und wir können wegnehmen 70, 75, 110, 120, 125. Jetzt habe ich die Zahl vergessen. Okay, aber 340. Wir haben aber nur 5 Kabel. Ein bisschen mehr brauchen wir. Das heißt, wir haben den 125er. Wir nehmen den. Wenn ich den 25 mehr gebe, 1, 2, 3, also 10, 20, 25, das sind wir auf 215. Das probieren wir jetzt mal. Jetzt sind wir auf 215 und das müsste reichen. Sonst kann man nochmal. Jetzt endlich verschaut. Sind wir auf 215? Schauen wir gleich.
It doesn't work. Shit.
Okay. 215 war. Also wir brauchen ein bisschen mehr. Das ist jetzt aber kein großes Problem mehr. Also wir waren bei 210 natürlich. Okay, wir haben hier 15 weggenommen. Wenn wir nur 5 wegnehmen, sollte es passen. Schalten wir ein.
I think that's it. I should go check out the gate.
Danke für das Feedback. Hätte natürlich auch gereicht, wenn sie hier gesagt hätte, okay, wir sind zu niedrig oder so, aber dann hätte es vielleicht zu viel geholfen. Auch ein sehr schönes Rätsel, kann man nichts sagen. Jawohl. So, jetzt ist dieser Fenster offen.
Ugh, it's stuck.
Gut, wir haben Superpower. So ist ja nicht. Und wir sind durch das Gate. Das ging ja mal schneller als gedacht. Ich hätte das für ein größeres Rätsel gehalten. Was haben wir hier? Den Junkheap und eine Tür.
Don't move.
Hallo.
Oh, wait, you're that city cop. Oh, fuck, I was expecting... Ugh. Today is not your day, sister. Gah! Shit! Well, what are you waiting for? Finish me off then.
Step away from the weapon. Get on your knees and turn around.
Ow! Fuck, this hurts! Oh, Okay, sister. You win.
Okay. Verwirrend.
So, you believe that the killer is after you now?
I know he is. He got Maya and Carl. I'm next, obviously.
Let's not forget Leonard Dahl. He was butchered this morning.
Leonard? The recycling guy? Jesus, I had no idea. That's odd.
Odd how?
Because, actually, I have to give you the whole story for it to make sense. Carl and I wanted a child, but I can't. I have viable eggs, but there are other complications.
It took a calculated risk. The dire consequence.
I can relate. Me and my partner. Well, something similar happened to us.
Then you can grasp our situation better than anyone. So anyway, we came into contact with a woman called Maya Strand who claimed that she could help us have a baby. She built a replica of an old womb tank. Forbidden technology, of course.
I see. And what did she want in return?
Our help with some of her other shady experiments. The lady was somewhat frail. She couldn't handle much heavy labor. She eventually revealed that she was a self-proclaimed member of the Conduit. Probably figured we had too much to lose to turn her in. She was right.
Yes, I found the conduit connection. Playing with fire.
Yeah, so Carl and I decided to play along until after the birth and then escape Nordsund as a family.
So you merely pretended to sympathize with conduit beliefs, and then Maya was murdered.
Yes, EPOs did it, I'm sure. Those assholes must have found out.
EPOs. That rings a bell.
Earth Preservation Orthodox Society. Anti-tech group. You must have heard of them over at the Bureau. Used to be terrorist classified.
Oh yeah, I remember. So they have a church here in Nordsund?
Yep, near the old mall in Northtown. Big place. They get visitors from all over.
So you think EPO's fanatics are picking you off one by one. Do they know about the child?
Yes, I do, and I pray that they don't. That's why I'm hiding out here, to avoid leading them to the apartment. I was hoping to ambush them myself, and, well, then you came around.
There's a hole in this murder theory, though. Leonard Dahl.
Oh, yeah. No idea how that guy fits into all this. Could be unrelated.
Ach shit, wie kann das wieder nicht einschauen?
So you didn't know Leonard at all? He wasn't a member of your group?
Not as far as I know, but Maya kept us on a need-to-know basis. It's possible that she worked with him in some way.
If all of this is true, why did you take a new name when you came to Nordsund?
It's a long story, but I left a life that was pretty ugly. I had to escape an abusive boyfriend. I needed a fresh start here in Nordsund. The nickname thing just happened. It felt natural, and then, well, I guess it stuck.
That doesn't explain why your relationship with Carl was kept a secret, though.
Carl and I happened really fast. It wasn't so much intentionally kept a secret, it just never became a public thing. When we started collaborating with Maya, we obviously had all the more reason to keep things quiet.
Well, I'm going to give all of this some thought and report to my superior. I'll be back later if I come up with more questions.
Okay, before you go, just the womb tank. The nutrients must be running low by now. Without replenishment, he could be hurt. Even die.
You're right. I went by the apartment and the nutrient levels were critical.
Damn it! Maya was supposed to install a replacement canister when she was attacked.
Do you know where she'd keep a thing like that?
I'm not entirely sure, but my guess would be somewhere near the museum.
All right, I'll look into it.
You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. A bug-out bag, I'm guessing. A long-distance radio. It's connected to the roof, so I'm guessing there's an exterior antenna hidden among the junk. High-quality heater. One could get reasonably comfortable here. A lightweight aluminum pot with some... A lightweight... You can never really have too much. A small desk with...
Okay, offensichtlich kann man hier nicht.
Looks pretty comfy. I'm gonna head out now.
In this condition, hard.
You have to admit you had it coming.
Ja, mal kurz schauen, habe ich noch Fragen übrig gehabt?
Oh,
Sure am. I need to pick...
okay.
So tell me what...
I doubt there are anything to worry about. If there are other members out there,
So Maya was on her own? There was no...
not as far as I know, but I didn't really care to find out.
Remind me again.
It should be somewhere.
What can you...
I'd rather not talk about him.
I understand. What can you tell me about yourself?
Other than this mess with Maya, I got tangled up and I'm just a teacher trying to get by. I moved here a few years back, met Carl, and, well, you...
Do you know...
No, but he seems to be the kind of leader who only uses the carrot, never the stick.
Do you know Stina Ruth?
I know who she is, but we haven't met.
What can you tell me?
Oh, she really was the epitome of a mad scientist. Her crazy little experiments had no regard for the law, ethics, or even common sense. Sure, she had moments of clarity, like when she built our womb tank, but most of the time she was just a nutcase.
What about her conduit beliefs?
That was something different, something more coherent. I think she saw AI as, like, a step on the evolutionary ladder. She used to talk about how the most intelligent beings deserve to rule the Earth.
Sounds like she had an elitist streak.
You could say that. She didn't think too highly of most people.
What do you think...
I don't know much about him. I never really knew.
What about your fertility problems? You didn't...
I wish that was an option, but my condition was thoroughly diagnosed before I moved here. It's chronic.
What's your...
Personally, I can't stand that guy. He has to crack a joke every 5 seconds. Drives me crazy. The kids love him, though, so I suppose he's all right.
Do you know Gabriel?
The cop? Not really, but I think he has a crush on me. Always looks at me funny.
All right.
Yes,
I
we
got
know
what I
that.
needed for now.
Good. Talk to you later.
All right.
Okay.
Danke für die Info. Junk Heap. Müssen wir da jetzt ja, vielleicht nicht immer rauskraxeln.
My service pistol. The batteries...
So. Was wollten wir tun? Natürlich zum Museum spazieren. Mimmy Road. Town Square. Und auf to the Museum. Wo wird hier wohl ein Nutrition Tank möglicherweise sein?
No idea what this is. A regeneration pod.
Around the Museum. Aber hier drinnen haben wir bis jetzt noch nichts wirklich,
It's hard to think that most...
das so funktionieren würde. Was haben wir denn hier? Das ist die Key to Power Station. Murder Weapons Key. Okay. Ich habe da jetzt noch nicht wirklich einen Anhaltspunkt, wie man da was rausmachen kann. Schauen wir mal, was hier sonst noch so drin ist. Die Powerbox ist ein Thema.
Everything under...
Just a normal day of fixing.
Wir müssen jetzt zuerst, glaube ich, diesen Nutrition Tank, der ist ja richtig wichtig.
Looks like she's.
Na, da ist aber irgendwie auch nichts Neues. Somewhere around the museum.
No.
Tower Edge. Der war bis jetzt komplett sinnlos, der Ort eigentlich. Was ist der Garden? Den habe ich noch irgendwie gar nicht gesehen.
Nice little garden. Surprised it gets enough sun here. I don't see anything.
Diese Vision könnten wir vielleicht noch ein bisschen einsetzen.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Schauen wir uns das mal.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see any. I don't see any.
Ja, okay.
I don't see any.
Und dann noch.
I don't see any.
Wissen wir es auch nicht.
I don't see anything. I don't.
Okay, falls jemand kurz eine Idee hat, ich bin froh über Hinweise, aber hier ist vorerst mal irgendwie nix.
I don't see any. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see any. I don't need.
Somewhere around the museum, das kann natürlich eine ganze Menge sein. To Tower Edge, to Canteen, Propeller. Vielleicht gehen wir zuerst doch zur Church. Vielleicht tut sich da ja was auf. Vielleicht haben die das schon geklaut.
I'll come back tomorrow and check them out. They're definite. That looks like the E-Post Church, but the entrance is barred. It's getting. I'll come back tomorrow and check.
Gut, sie wird jetzt wohl nicht schlafen gehen, bevor sie das mit dem... Ich habe irgendwie alles durchgeschaut.
Everything under control?
Just a normal day of.
I don't see any. I don't see. I don't see any. I don't see. I don't see any. I don't see.
Schauen wir kurz mal in den Walkthrough, weil ich hänge hier ein bisschen und das brauchen wir ja nicht ewig tun. Day 2, try to... ist anscheinend wieder im Scheißbuch hier ein kleiner Hinweis. Da ist ein Sketch. Okay, schön. Das da ist der Tipp. Das sind die Tipps. I'm invigorated by my faith. I gaze at the skies. I strike down my foes. I am nearing my goal and I press on for another full day. Das sind die Hinweise. Und ich habe es mir vorher schon gedacht, darum bin ich da rumgegangen und habe gedrückt. Aber man muss tatsächlich das drücken. Das drücken. Ich dachte vielleicht, dass diese Sterne ein Hinweis sind, weil sie dieses rautenförmige Ding haben. Aber das vierte ist dann der Glow. Und plötzlich hat sich das Ding bewegt. A secret door will open, hat es geheißen. Wo ist jetzt eine... Ist ja irgendwo eine Tür aufgegangen? Denn da sollte offenbar eine Tür aufgehen. Also nochmal Button. Was? Okay, hier sollte eigentlich eine Tür aufgehen. Ich komme nicht ganz mit. Warum sie das nicht tut. Wollen wir es nochmal. Schauen wir uns das nochmal durch. Wir haben hier Faith, Skies, Foes, Press on for another full day. Ah, okay, wir müssen das ganze Tag. Ich verstehe. Invigorated by my faith. Gaze at the skies. Strike down my foes. Und jetzt müssen wir einen ganzen Tag den Globus drehen. Ein crazy Rätsel. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Dass hier ein Hidden Room ist, konnte man ein bisschen erahnen, weil irgendwann mal jemand gesagt hat, dass sie ja verschwunden ist und man als er danach reingegangen ist.
Wow, impressive lab. There's gotta be a whole bunch of third-degree infractions in this place. Maya must have conducted her secret illegal experiments here.
Aber wie man da reinkommt, das ist crazy. So, ein Headset, Machines, Mainframe Device, Audio Station, da ist der Nutrition Canister. Den holen wir uns gleich mal.
Good. I think...
Ja, der ist halt empty, das ist nicht so das Problem, weil das wissen wir schon, dass man das oben aufladen
Dirty
kann.
laundry, presumably Maya. A big bucket filled with a few different machines for working with audio. Look,
Yeah.
a few different... Appears to be a wireless data... A wall filled with machines.
Mainframe, awaiting hardware input.
This computer must require some kind of hardware key. I don't see how... An electronic heads. Herbal tea. Maybe from. This place was set up to be private. Various tools for electron.
Kassetten, okay, und da haben wir die Audio Station.
There were a couple of tapes here. This smells awful. Various technical drawings. Various equations of some kind. I can't make.
Let's just use this.
In a dream, I was summoned by the Acer. I had been chosen to create a new god, and her name was Huldra. She would be conjured in my mind, and the creed, at long last, would become manifest. I awoke in tears, and this vision has stuck with me ever since.
Not job.
This woman doesn't sound very sane.
Ja, das würden wir auch so sehen.
An AI superintelligence would essentially be indistinguishable from a god. Infinite intelligence leads to infinite knowledge, and by extension, infinite power. Illness, suffering, even death itself could be turned into obsolete concepts. And what is a god, if not one who has reign over life and death?
Yeah, those are conduit ideas, all right.
So, dieser Key to Power Station, das ist Leonards Key.
It's the key I found in the recycling.
Der wird hier nichts bringen. Also wir brauchen hierfür einen Hardware-Key, um ein bisschen mehr rauszufinden. Ich glaube, dass der nicht hier ist. Aber wir wissen jetzt, wir müssen oben mal diesen Nutrition-Kanister auffüllen. Das lassen wir alles offen, nur für den Fall, dass irgendwer reinkommt.
All right, all filled up.
Was haben zu tun hier? Memory Road. Und oben im Apartment. Es wird überwacht angeblich, davon merkt man nicht viel, aber schauen wir mal. Wir werden hier diesen Full Receptacle.
All right, red light gone. Must have. Looks like things are working out okay for you in there. Little, peanut.
Peanut?
Oh, shut up.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Seeing a baby like this?
Yeah. It reminds me of everything that happened before.
Same here. But you know, it's not too late.
It is for you, Alex.
It is?
Well, yeah. You're dead.
I am, but you're not. You still have time to make up for what we lost.
I don't know. I'd like that, but the wounds are still fresh.
I know. I hope you'll find a way to heal soon.
Me too.
Okay.
Painful memories. I should head back to Stina.
Tag 2 endet also.
Agent England, right on time.
Councilwoman?
Oh, stop it. That works.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk, kiddo?
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get back in touch one day.
Unlikely. Cranky old crones like me tend not to back down on ultimatums.
So, I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets.
Excellent. Quality recon allows you to engage the bad guys on your own terms. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, Blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center. Ebus, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
Now. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent. Dismissed.
Och, in der Früh noch immer träumen.
You know, the story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but she put her family above all. She refused to let others decide their future. A part of me wishes we'd done the same. If we were given a new chance, would we take it? Consequences be damned?
I know I would. I'd give anything for another shot.
I'm not sure if I would. It would mean betraying a lot of what I stand for.
I get that. I suppose being dead gives me a different perspective on things.
Ist er wirklich tot oder jetzt irgendwie ein Traum?
This can't be healthy.
wissen es nicht. Sie weiß es auch nicht. Also, machen wir
There's that feeling again.
Oho. Eine neue Eigenschaft. Mimicry. Copying their appearance and voice. Wir können uns jetzt also wow, wir können uns jetzt wie eine andere Person aussehen lassen. Das werden wir jetzt gleich mal ausprobieren, ne?
Morning, Agent. Dr. Patterson asked me to tell you to meet him in the morgue. He's done with the remains from the recycling center.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look before I pay Epos a visit. Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I...
What do you know about the...
We have a few members in the family, but I've never been there myself.
All right, I'm...
Good luck.
I don't need to mimic him.
Ach Gott, ich wollte es nur ausprobieren. Gut. Anderson's Office. Wir gehen zuerst mal in die Morgue. Also in die Leichenhalle. Who are you?
He looks sick.
Well,
Ups, hier, das
hello
war jetzt was
again.
drin.
I've got a present for you, Agent.
Is that so?
Yep, right here on this tray. If you're a fan of minced meat, I've got a bucket full of Leonard out back, too.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Good choice. The seasoning is subpar, to say the least.
You take your jokes way too far, Doctor. Now, what have you found?
Well, obviously, the poor man was shredded. Fortunately for him, it happened when he was already dead.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion. Can you tell me anything about the cause of death?
Not much with the remains in this state. No signs of toxic substances, but that obviously still leaves a lot of options open.
Noted. So what's this in front of me?
Oh, yes. I noticed a pattern on Leonard's skin. Likely a tattoo. These are all the pieces I could find. Not sure how they fit together, but I kept them in case you wanted to have a look.
All right, I'll check them out.
Ein Puzzle. Na, wer hätte es gedacht? So, da haben wir was für die Mitte, was für die Seite, was für hier. Nö. Das ist mal easy. Was haben wir hier? Das da. So. Auch machbar. Naja. Okay, welches Teil stimmt noch nicht? Das hier, das. Snappy little things. So.
Huh. Looks like Leonard had this symbol tattooed on him. I'll copy it to my notebook.
Der dreifüßige Kopf. So. Schauen wir mal, ob das im Conduit irgendwo drinnen ist, was es uns sagt. Tatsächlich mal nicht, soweit ich das sehe.
I had some...
Shoot.
What's your...
I try to steer clear of those people. Any form of superstition, religious or otherwise, is of no interest to me.
What do you know about...
Polite and well-spoken fellow, judging by the few times I met.
All right. What did you meet with him?
Well, typically just routine work when someone hurt themselves. Seems like a hazardous workplace. I hear about accidents.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
I know who she is, but that's about it.
She's not? Even though you're...
I wouldn't read too much into it. As far as I know, she's a young, healthy... She may not have needed any medical...
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
So. Wir wollen jetzt zu Church. Wir werden mal die Identität eines
Rolf looks busy.
vergessen, wer Rolf. Ah ja, genau. Der Gardener, mehr oder weniger. Up in the mall. Who are you?
Change of venue?
Yes, this is where the recital will take place later. Great acoustics.
Ah, can I have a little foretaste?
Very well. The same wind, my dear. The same wind. Shook the walls of Jericho. Dried your tears. No Lee to be found. No trust, nor joy. This fire you were set to guard, and I to rest by its side. Not a whisper to be heard. Let it be known. We're here, all alone.
That was great. I love the ending.
You're too kind.
Maybe later. Doesn't look functional. I don't want to just.
Schauen wir mal, was da oben los ist.
Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of Epos. If you wish, you can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
Oh. Can I become a member then?
Now is not a good time. We're preparing for a special guest who has come a long way. If you return next week, we'll see what we can do.
I understand. Thanks. I wonder if this special guest can help somehow.
Es hat auch der Walter davon gesprochen, dass er einen wichtigen Gast hat. Was ist denn das für ein Ding hier? Mal schauen, was hier sonst so hängt. Pictures, guard door and logo.
I'd guess those are members of the church. I don't see anything out of the order.
Das Logo hier oben.
I don't see a fancy-looking E. It's the E. Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. Looks like some kind of public prayer room.
Ja, und ich kann nicht rein, oder so? Okay.
A neat row of candles. No point.
Ja, was?
I suppose I could, but
True Story. Okay, wie finden wir raus, wer hier der... Schauen wir mal, wie gesagt, er hat auch gesagt, der gute alte Walter, dass ein wichtiger Gast kommt. Vielleicht weiß er mehr darüber.
hi again.
Hey there.
I'm looking for a new arrival here in town. Some kind.
Nope. Maybe have a look in the canteen. People.
Ah, I'm off.
Take.
Bye-bye, police.
Die Kantine ist mal wieder, okay. Petran, Werka.
Hey there. How are you holding up?
Oh, you again. I'm doing okay. Any luck with the case?
Some. Have time for more questions?
I suppose.
I'm looking for Trav.
The only person I can think of is that hood.
She might. So,
He already went through this.
what do you?
Oh man, he's hilarious. But some of his robots really give me the creeps.
What's your opinion?
I couldn't say.
What's your view of Doc?
He's as weird as they come. But
Did you know?
I didn't, but I wonder how the museum. She was the driving spirit of that place, and I can't think of.
What do you think of Steen?
Never met her, but I'm not much for politics. I have enough to worry about.
Do you know Katerina?
No, I have.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
I normally don't have much contact with the police.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
A little bit. We both grew up here in town. He seemed like the last person you'd think would get murdered, though.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of Epos?
I don't know much about it, but going to church doesn't sound like the worst idea. Maybe I should go and light a candle for Leonard.
What can you tell me?
I already told you everything I know.
What do you know?
You mean like...
No, it...
Oh.
Do you know...
Not really, just here.
Do you...
No.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to your drink.
Okay.
Hi there.
Hello, stranger.
Newcomer, right? What brings you to town?
Is it that obvious? I'm here for matters of the faith, you could say.
I understand. Well, best of luck with that. Her sleeve has the Epos symbol. Maybe this is the special guest headed for Epos.
Maybe. Aber wir wissen es irgendwie noch nicht. Schauen wir mal, wer Mimikry erstmal.
So, have you heard about the storm?
I have, yes. It's the talk of the town. I'm glad I made it before it hit.
Oh yeah, that must be quite a relief.
Schauen wir zur Sicherheit nochmal, da ist niemand, nein. Wir haben jetzt irgendwie sonst nichts, an dem wir uns festhalten können, also probieren wir es mal so, hätte ich gesagt. Vielleicht ist es an der Zeit, nichts quitten können wir nicht. Let's just try.
I don't see what I have to gain by disguising myself as her. I need to get out of sight first.
Greetings.
Welcome, Reverend. We've been expecting you. Step right
Shit,
through.
Reverend, ich muss die Messe halten.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. Suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two. Sturdy looking... A ventilation panel. Looks like a timeline of how the Epos seals changed over the years.
Das da kennen wir doch.
No way. It's the tattoo design. That must mean Leonard is a member of Epos. Or, well, he was, at some point at least. I'll get rid of the sketch, now that I've identified the symbol. I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, hello, Reverend. Sorry about the noise. The assembly hall is to your right, past the locker room.
Thank you. That door must lead deeper into the complex. I'll have to try to find a way past. It says LD on this box right here. Locked, obviously.
But wir haben einen Key von Lenny.
Got a written piece of paper. Grandmaster Otto, if you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady.
Who's Leonard's brother?
Some kind of large... It's filling up fast and should overflow soon. I did that already. Some kind of assembly hall with... All right, let's see if this works.
What the heck?
That should keep him busy for a while. Locked. Damn. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Some kind of metal workshop. With a few men work, the room is a dead end. Grandmaster, I'm sorry. I told Blessing.
Okay, so viel dazu.
A ventilation. Ugh, it's stuck. All right, it's loose now. Shit.
We've got an intruder!
All right, it's...
The hell is that noise?
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
Huh? Ah.
The hell is that noise?
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
I get it, I get it.
All right, it's loose now.
Das im Rhythmus des Lärms.
A ventilation.
Schauen, was hier passiert.
6 new members over the last month. The Bacarbo parish is also doing better now.
They managed to resolve their financial difficulties?
Oh yes, Elsa is doing great work there. Sending her on our behalf was the right call. That brings us to the subject of these horrid murders.
Vile acts, for certain. I pray that the church will stay clear of any blame.
Why shouldn't it? We had nothing to do with those atrocities.
I know that, old friend. But surely our enemies will not ignore an opportunity like this.
I suppose so. Our violent past coming back to haunt us.
Sadly, the fact that one of our people was victimized will inevitably draw eyes upon the church.
Yes. Maybe it's in our best interest to invite the police as a gesture of good faith.
It would certainly show them that we have nothing to hide.
Very well. Let's bring the subject to a vote at the council tonight.
Okay, gut zu wissen.
At the very least, it seems like the church leadership didn't sanction the murders. I'll wait a bit and see if they leave.
Und an dieser Stelle werden wir diese heutige Sitzung kurz beenden. Und es geht weiter in Teil 5 im nächsten